One.
Hello.
What's up?
Welcome to the internet.
Welcome to Zeldathon. Not really. Zeldathon stream. But this is going to be a Majora's Mask randomizer run being done by myself. I'm Vidya James. I'm joined by a couple friends here. How you guys doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much for asking, Jamie. How you
Nice. I'm doing great. Ready to
Yeah.
play some MM.
doing? Woo!
Hi, friends. I'm doing well. I'm Danny Music, and looking forward to learning Majora's Mask Rando as opposed to A Link to the Past Rando.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't say I'm Shadow Temple. Hi, hello, hi.
Yeah.
And I'm ZQ Lena. Hello.
Hey. How y'all doing? Just to make sure, everyone, can you see the stream on Zeldathon? Like, is it actually going?
Yeah.
It is,
Yes.
in fact,
Sick.
live. Yeah.
Awesome. Press 1 in chat if you're a cool gamer.
I did it.
You did it. I'm proud of you guys. That's you guys. Hold on, let me just redo my layout here just because chat's gonna be weird.
I made my own theater mode with the Discord stream.
You got theater mode.
Ooh,
Nice.
you're set.
I have like
just
a
overlaid it. It's not a good plan, but it's working. It's working well enough.
big old map tracker here. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Alright, let's start it off. Can you guys just let me know how game audio is, by the way? I know you guys can't hear it, but people in
I'm
chat.
gonna listen to the stream.
Mhm.
I like the spring green background here.
Pretty good. It could be maybe just a notch lower.
Lower on the game audio? Alright.
Yeah, just a teeny bit.
Bloop. Okay, that should be fine now. Alright, so I have a channel points reward on my channel where you can redeem channel points to choose my next file name. And Maria was actually the one who redeemed the last channel points thing, so she wins with the file name Potato.
Hey.
Potato. Let's
Yeah.
go.
The legend
All
of
right.
Potato begins.
So just to catch everyone up to speed in case they are new, they've never seen Majora's Mask Randomizer before. It's gonna be, you know, mostly all of the items are randomized, not all of them. Certain things like the Skulltula houses, the Great Fairy Shards, those are turned off. We have a couple checks turned off as well, notably the Don Jiro heart piece as well as the couple's mask. Those are both really annoying things to do in a single cycle, so they are turned off for this form of rando. But other than that, you're going to learn a lot about the game today. You're going to see a lot of MM that you probably have never seen before. But let's get into it. I'll probably explain it as we go along. So, mask get with Potato. Oh my god. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
So explain this to me. What is a randomizer?
So
I get the idea that it's not regular majority. Whoa, not even opening cutscene. Okay.
Mhm. Well, first of all, we have a hook shot up there, which is interesting.
Uh-huh.
That's different. Yeah, so essentially what's been done is all the items have been shuffled around amongst the different chests and locations in the game. So there's lots of things I'm going to be checking and seeing if there's anything important there. For example, there's a bow up in that tree, which is really important as well. Also gonna get some money here. And that's for Mr. Tingle up there. So let's go ahead and get that bow. Yeah, so normally that's a heart piece in regular MM, but it has been luckily shuffled to a bow. And that's actually a really good item to get early on. You want like lots of projectiles. So
I
that's
feel
good.
like hookshot and bow are good starters.
Oh yeah, no, that's actually an insane start. And also the songs are shuffled amongst themselves. So you get Song of Healing at the beginning of the game. So that's been shuffled to Epona song. So that's what we start with, which is good. We also start with Song of Time and Song of Soaring for free, just because it'd be really mean otherwise. So,
True.
yeah. I'm gonna go see what Tingle has. Tingle also is gonna have some random stuff. Normally he sells maps. We don't want either of those. We don't need them. Oh, is Shadow's voice quiet? All right. Well, maybe I can bump him up on Discord.
Yeah, you should be able to bump it up to 200% if you haven't done so already.
Here, I can bump my desktop audio. Actually,
Yeah.
probably.
Is it everyone or just Shadow?
It's probably just me. I for some reason it seems that I have a quiet Discord sound, but not quiet anywhere else. I don't know
Well,
why.
I bumped
heck.
everybody up, so hopefully. Okay, that's better. Okay, cool.
Cool. Great.
All right.
Fantastic.
Nailed
So
it.
we're gonna go get the bombers here because we got the bow, so we're able to shoot their balloon. Yeah.
They're telling me to eat the mic, so I'll just go like this the entire time, and we'll go from there. Does that sound better?
Well, considering I bumped you up, it's probably blaringly loud now, so.
Welcome to the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask
go.
SMR stream.
There it is. There we go.
Wait.
All right.
So how did you know where that kid was gonna be?
He always spawns in the same spot, so I can set up a backwalk and usually get him. This guy can just. You can also shoot the kids, and they'll fall on their. Yeah. So that's a strategy for grabbing them.
I guess without otherwise you'd just be a Deku this whole time.
Yeah.
So is this standard procedure for starting a
Yeah,
randomizer? Is
so-
you would just start as Human Link?
There's not a lot you can do as Deku, so
Sure.
the game starts you off at the beginning of second cycle, essentially. Also, you can backflip over this guy.
So you don't even need to do them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they still give you an item, because normally they
true.
give you the Bomber's Notebook, so that's why I'm getting them.
Okay.
But the code is essentially useless. But yeah, with the time-sensitive nature of MM, there's a lot of stuff that you want to do at certain points. There's a lot of things that only occur at certain points in the cycle. So a lot of different openers have been built in order to like efficiently get checks while making sure you get certain time-sensitive stuff. So I do what's called Observatory Opener. So I start by going to Observatory to kill time for the inn to open. And once the inn's open, I can read Grandma's stories and get me to 2 p.m., which is pretty important. So this kills like basically all the time I need in order to get to. Oh, that's light arrows. That's really important too. This is a
my
really
God, that's so
strong.
wild.
Yeah,
This is a really strong start, I gotta say. So we get that scrub going there as well. We'll check him later, but the idea is he's moving during this cutscene. So by the time it's done, he's already in his hole, so that we don't have to like watch him fly around or anything.
So with regards to you said that the game acts more or less like its second cycle, but you're still kind of going through the first cycle motions, right?
Yeah, you start in Clocktown, and there's a lot of checks here, so it's important to do this first, especially just because there's so many time-sensitive things in Clocktown in the first day that
Sure.
yeah, you just kind of efficiently go through everything. It's all been routed to be kind of fast. All right, and we also get hints from Gossip Stones, so let's see what it says. Bank Reward 3 is Purple Rupee. Okay, that's really good. Bank Reward 3 is, normally you have to give 5,000 rupees to the bank. In this version of Randomizer, it's been reduced to 1,000, but
Thank
even then,
goodness.
it's still a really annoying check, so getting it hinted is really, really nice there.
So in other words, you do not have to care about that now.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, that's really good, because it's a Purple Rupee. Who needs 50 rupees if you've already grinded 1,000?
Right.
True.
So there's the bombers.
Is that common knowledge that everybody knows that purple rupee is 50 rupees?
Yep. Well, in this game, yes. It's different in different games, but also that's a completely useless mask. There's no reason to have it, so we'll just ignore it for now.
Oh,
Yeah,
well.
it's all good.
You got
Oh,
other
shut
good
up.
items from the beginning, at least.
Their
Now you
talk
can just
hitboxes
cry
are
the rest
also
of the time.
exactly. Hey, if there's a required Creamia and I need a bathroom break, I'm gonna be really happy I have that mask. Also, this might be common knowledge to most people watching at this point, but backwalking is faster in N64 Zeldas, so you'll see me be backwalking a lot as human. Once we find Goron masks, though, I'm probably going to be Goron as much as possible, just because the rolls are really fast. Alright, so again, I need to get to 2 p.m., and this is because there's that room key check that you can only get the room reservation from Anju that you can only get between 2 and 4 p.m. Yeah. So that's the reason why I wanted to kill time until the inn was open. And now I only had to read 2 stories. It's about to be 2, so it's actually faster to just let the clock go. Anju's going to be on her way, so I'll just wait for her. Wait patiently to make my room reservation. A little bit early, but it's fine. What do you have for me?
Mr. Potato.
Oops. Bonk. Stop cheating, angry face. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Oh yeah, Mr. Potato. And it's funny because the Goron who comes by has the same name as you, that's why there's the room mix-up. So he's Potato the Goron, which I think is really funny. This is normally the cafe mask, and instead it is nothing. That's fine. But yeah, this whole route here is just optimized so that, again, there's the 3 time-sensitive checks that I have to deal with. There is the room key that I just got. There is the Blast Mask Lady at midnight in North Clocktown, when she gets, like, robbed by Sakon. And then there's the Woods of Mystery. There's a grotto that is only there on day 2. So I need to go there after the first day. Other than that, I can pretty much do whatever I want, but this is my preferred way to route everything. Check what this is. It's bomb shoes. Those are useless until you have a bomb bag, so don't even consider them an item. I have a hookshot, so there's a chest up here in South Clocktown and not a lot of people know about. I have a hookshot, so I can just hookshot up there, but there's a cool trick you can do without hookshot to get up there.
So to be clear, you could not actually pick up those bomb shoes because you'd have the bomb bag for them?
They won't appear in my inventory. So I get on that roof there, and then we can get up here.
Do they still remember? Like,
what do you mean?
If you go get a bomb bag later, will you suddenly have bomb shoes, or?
No. You have to get the bomb shoes after you have the bomb bag.
Sucks.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. Bomb shoes are pretty... I wouldn't say they're useless in this game, but they really don't matter that much.
Fair enough.
Do the contents of that chest respawn if you do a different cycle?
Yeah, as soon as you reset, all the chests reset. So, like, if you want to get, like... If you find, like, milk or Chateau Romani in a chest, you can reset and get it again next cycle.
So you can, if you wanted to, you get those bomb shoes again anyway.
Yeah. But I don't really care about bomb shoes. They're not really useful.
So then, would that mean that those chests that have the contents respawn wouldn't have a chance to get a unique item, such as a mask or a hookshot?
Nope. If an item is an important check, you only get it once. And then... I'm not sure what you're asking, actually.
Given that chest's contents respawn, does that disqualify it from having a unique item?
No. If you find a unique item and then you reset and check it again, it'll just be like a recovery heart. That's
Okay.
a wallet. I want that, but I don't have enough money for it, so I'm gonna have to come back for that wallet. But that's an adult
Money
wallet.
to buy a wallet feels bad.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not even gonna deposit. I need 10 rupees here for the swordsman school game, so I'm gonna...
Just gonna go ahead and do that now.
Yeah. Oh, nice sign. I definitely wanted to read that sign and not open the door. That's why I was pressing A right in front of the door, huh? Oh yeah, here's the thing.
Nail
I
this?
think... Yeah.
Oh boy.
Easy. So,
Dude, first try?
Yeah. So no, there's a setup to get that. So you count the target that's rotating above his head. You count the triangles that pass over his head, and the 19th one that passes his head, you press A, and it'll be 10 every single time.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, so that's really good that I got silver rupee there because now I can buy this wallet, and it also lets me deposit some rupees in the bank. There's still a check on bank at 200, which is normally the adult wallet. So I do want to kind of route my rupees in a way that I'll, get 200 pretty early on, because that's not something you want to put off. So I'll deposit 39 here because I still need 10 for the swordsman school.
Now, for runs like this, is there just built-in grinding for rupees, or do you just hope that you pick up enough through random chests and things?
There are a lot of rupees in this game, but there are a couple things you do to route rupees. So, like, I want to have 0 rupees coming out of this because I'm about to do the Dodongo Grotto, and you get 50 rupees for killing each Dodongo, so...
Gotcha.
Yeah, there is some rupee routing in, but it's kind of just a skill that you pick up as you play this game more. And sometimes you just get lucky, sometimes you are out of luck. But yeah, this is you just jump slash. If you spin the stick as you land from a jump slash, you cancel the landing lag, so I can get to the next peg a little sooner. But it doesn't really matter that much, because you don't save any time, it just makes the game a little bit easier.
What's your target?
30.
Target number? 30? Got it.
Yeah, you get 3 points per jump slash, so you just have to get 10 of them. And you just have to hit all of them with a jump slash, and then you get 30. And normally this is a heart piece, but again, it's randomizer, so we get beans.
Ooh.
Beans.
I love beans. Beans are pretty useless. Sometimes they'll be required if, like, a hookshot is locked behind beans, but most of the bean checks you can get with a hookshot.
Now I'll
Bring
take
it.
Leeligh's question here, kind of stretch it out. What is, other than like bank reward number 3, like what is the most painful like thing to check? Not even necessarily like just because you have to go a ways, but like just the most annoying thing to get.
Probably, I would say the Milk Bar sound check. The when you have to play the 4 songs and
Yeah.
yeah.
Because you have to have a lot of things that prime you to get there, I'm sure.
I died.
Oh no.
Okay, so that was really weird how the flame kind of like hit me twice.
And the dongos were not kind.
This sucks because this is really time sensitive.
Sure.
And I need to get back to Clocktown for midnight, and I've already wasted time going back to deposit rupees at the bank, so I might have to invert here in order to make the Blast Mask Lady. There's a strat to kill the Dodongos with jump slashes, but you need to mash, and because I'm like trying to talk and explain stuff, I wasn't able to mash properly. Let me try again.
Well, if you need us to talk while you mash, I think that's perfectly fine. By the way, folks, if you're coming in and you're seeing this, you're like, oh, dang, there's a stream here at Zeldathon, and I haven't followed this channel yet. Why don't you follow it right now? Possibly, maybe.
I dare you to follow it right now. Let's do it.
Let's do it all together. You ready? Oh wait, I'm already following.
Yeah, I'm already following too.
No.
Set up is just so you unfollow and then refollow again.
Man, this is just like a Zeldathon couch. I gotta be real with you guys. Ooh, bunny hood. This actually might save me.
Gotta bring up that energy.
Now I can go really fast. So this might
Yeah.
actually make me be on time still, but it's still gonna be pretty tight. So I might have to invert my time before I make it back to Clocktown. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. I'm usually a bit of a denouncer of the bunny hood. Hold on. Beaver Race is dead. I love seeing that because Beaver Race is a check that I am known to skip in the MMR community. It's kind of my thing.
That's a time-consuming one.
Yeah, it is.
Aren't there 2 beaver races?
Yeah, but in this form of randomizer, you only need to do one. You only need to do one race. It's set
Oh,
up
that's
so
nice.
Swamp Spider House is also dead. Normally, you don't have to do Swamp Spider House. It's pretty rare that ends up being something, so that's good. I also saw Woodfall Temple is foolish. Not exactly the most helpful hint in the world, but I'll take it.
To that extent, you say that these things are rare. Are people going through and kind of massaging these seeds so that they're not painfully like awful to go through?
Not really. No, it's kind of just whatever you get, you get.
Sure.
The only thing is that certain checks are permanently turned off. Certain like really annoying ones are turned off, but for the most part, it's just what you get is what you get. Sometimes you can get like really brutal seeds, and you just kind of have to deal with them. I'm gonna check this chest, and then I'm gonna invert just so I can do all the things I want to do before midnight. There's a chest up here on the pillar. You get in this corner here, and then it's a pretty easy shot with the hook shot. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna invert here. It's because dying to Dodongos. Hey, there's Deku Mice. That's a very good find. Very good find to have before day 2, because you go down to Swamp day 2 normally with the way you route things. So having Deku means you can go to Deku Palace and check all the stuff there, which is really, really, really good.
I'd say, how much can you do in the swamp without the Deku mask?
You can do Woods of Mystery. If you have a bottle, you can heal the witch and ride the boat. But you cannot, at least, you're not supposed to get into Deku Palace without a Deku mask.
You say not supposed to.
Yeah.
But
so I'm kind of hinting at something here that I want to talk about. Hold on, I need to write down these hints though. Zora Hall's Way of the Hero. Iconic Canyon is Fools, that's really good. That's a pretty big area, and Butler is nothing. Okay, so there's a thing in randomizers called logic. And essentially, the seeds aren't totally random. There is some amount of reasoning put into, what can be where, what can be locked behind what. So example, if something you need the Deku Mask for, you can't have Deku Mask in that. This guy's a red rupee, so we're not going to get that. So, like, for example, if there's a chest, I guess that you need to use, like, the Deku Flower to get to. Like, let's say Deku Playground, for example. You need Deku to play the minigame and actually complete it. So there's rules written into the randomizer that say, okay, we can't put Deku Mask there. Because if we did, then the seed would be unbeatable.
Right.
So
you could waste the actual hours trying to figuring that out eventually,
Yeah.
which would not be fun.
yeah, you can play it where there's no logic whatsoever, but you basically make it so you don't guarantee that the seed is beatable. These rules that I'm playing under guarantee that the seed is beatable without any glitches. And there's certain rules that are written in that you kind of have to get accustomed to because it helps you eliminate where certain items can be. So like if Deku Mask is the only thing left for me to find, sure, I could go to Deku Palace and just like check stuff even if I don't have Deku Mask, but I know for a fact that Deku Mask is not going to be hidden there, so I don't even need to waste my time with it.
Is there anywhere people can look up these rules so that they know what kind of things to expect with this?
I wish there was a one-stop shop for it, but unfortunately, it's kind of something you have to pick up and learn and gain the knowledge of. But it is something that you do pick up pretty quickly. You do, get accustomed to it. And the Discord, for example, is really helpful. You can ask lots of questions if you have any uncertainties. But
And what Discord is that?
the Majora's Mask Randomizer Discord, which
Hey.
I will definitely be plugging multiple times this stream. But yeah, what I'm playing right now is called the Standard Accessible Settings, and these are meant for tournament races that I have been entering since last summer. So there are a lot of there's a lot of like very fine-tuned rules to make sure that it's like, the seed is playable and enjoyable and fun, but can still be competitive. And yeah, there's tons of options. You can customize it however you want. These are just the rules that the community has agreed upon are fun, competitive, but still, accessible. So that anybody can start playing and have a fun time with it. Alright, so this fairy fountain here, you saw I picked the stray fairy up earlier. Normally this is where you get magic and then the great fairy mask. So you get one check for entering as human and one for being transformed, so I make it day 2 here. I want it to be day 2 at this point, so this makes it so I don't have to like re-enter as Deku. I can just chain, a day transition that I need to do anyway and get the item right away.
Just cut down a number of cutscenes there.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Scene transitions.
Oh, and it's fire arrows. Nice.
Fire arrows.
That's super cool. All right, so here's a cool trick. I think you guys will like this. So there's the quality of life thing that has the transformation mask on the D-pad, as you can see in the top left. But this trick requires me to mash masks really fast, so I put it on my X button so I can just mash it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was really bad. 6, 7, 8, and I'll do 2 more just for safety. 9, 10. Okay. So what that does is the platforms will still move during those mass transitions, but the rupees stay where they are. And so what's happened is all the rupees here have fallen down onto the ground.
Nice.
Yeah.
God.
So I can collect these, start the game, and then it'll end instantly and be like, oh, you have the rupees, so the game's done. And this is just slightly faster than actually doing the game. It doesn't actually save as much time as you'd think, because you have to spend a lot of time doing those mass transitions, but it is still faster.
Dude, it would save time if it were me. This game is infuriating. Yeah, if you screw it up.
Wise, a lot of time saved.
I should also mention that this game and the normal game, you have to beat all 3 days to get a heart container. This version of Randomizer has made it so you only have to do it 1 day out of the 3. Also, I didn't mark bow off on my tracker. I should probably do that, shouldn't I?
I suppose so. So actually, to that end, I assume that there are a certain number of items that you know of that you absolutely need in order to beat the game.
Yeah.
I presume you need all 4 masks, or all 3 masks of the original transformations. Yep. You probably need
Oath
you
order.
need you need to go and get Oath Order. You have to go and at least get the 3 giants on your side, right?
The 4 you have to beat. Okay, so I can go through the win conditions real quick.
Yeah.
Ooh, room key. I will take that. Let's check this. Okay, so you need to beat all 4 temples and then play Oath to Order at the clock tower and then go and win the game. And in order to do that, you need a bunch of things. You need all 3 transformation masks, as mentioned. You need all 3 elemental arrows, because you need the 3 of them to beat the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th temples. You need the hook shot, obviously. You need either Garo or Gibdo Mask to summon the tree to get up to Icona. Normally you'd get the Garo Mask, but Gibdo Mask works too. That's vanilla behavior. For some reason, they put in the functionality for Gibdo Mask to work too. And then you need Epona's Song, and then Oath to Order, and the 4 Temple Songs. And I'll get into songs in a little bit, but there's 3 items that unlock 3 songs, and that's pretty much all they do. So Keg, Captain's Hat, and Mirror Shield are specifically referred to as song items because they probably will be required. At least one of them is going to be required in any given seed. Maybe all 3 are required, maybe only one of them is required. It depends on the seed and how the songs are shuffled. But it depends where Song of Healing and Song of Storms are, because those are the only songs that are not hard required in every single seed. Maybe they will still be required for certain checks, but they are not always going to be required. Oh, come on. Alright, so the goal of this game, you need to get 40, and I kind of want the timer to be down a little bit so that the game ends right when I hit 40, so I'm not just sitting there wasting time. So I hit a couple of the blue ones just to bring the timer down, and that'll make it so the game ends right away. And you see, I'm almost at 40 now. I'm gonna hit one more, and then 1, 2, goodbye, and then we're done.
Nice.
Nailed
And
it.
it's magic.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention is magic you need as well, obviously, to shoot the elemental arrows. So now I have access to fire and light arrows, which is really good. I'm definitely going to make use of those. Oh, and there's another really cool quality of life thing that they've done in this game. Instead of having to manually re-equip each of the elemental arrows, you can just pull out the bow and then press R, and you can cycle through the different arrow types.
Oh,
That's-
nice.
Yeah, it's
That's handy.
super good, yeah.
What are you playing on this on, by the way?
I play on a GameCube controller. So,
Ooh.
yeah. Just the default for Wii Virtual Console.
Mm-hmm.
Need
Ah!
to- okay.
So I've never seen that creature before in my life, and it was terrifying.
That is a pea hat, yeah. This is normally just a heart piece, but, you know. Hey, it's a bow
Ooh.
refill. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Not really necessary at this point, but sure. Alright, we're gonna get another hint here. Badoosh. Dompe is red rupee, alright. We don't need to do the Dompe digging. Oh yeah, I should talk about hints.
Is Dompe also like the Deku Scrub minigame where you only have to do it once?
Well, you normally only have to do Dompe one day anyway, but it's not. It's just a one day thing normally, but they have sped it up actually. They made it so you always get the best RNG possible for the Dompe game, because it's like there's 6 different spots you can dig, and you only need to find like the 3 actual ones. There's like 3 flames in. Alright, what does Tingle have? Nothing. He has a silver rupee for 20, which, I mean, we could rip him off if we wanted to, but... so I should talk...
Don't you dare.
Oh wait, hold on. There's another thing. Normally you don't have a Epona song this early on, but because I do, I can do this race. Actually, I don't have enough rupees. I need to grab a single rupee.
Oh no!
I'll be back, I promise.
Or you could buy the silver rupee.
I could, but I don't have the money to buy it.
Oh no,
It's fine.
it's 20.
Just
Oh,
grab the
okay.
one. Yeah, I should talk about hints real quick. So you notice I've been talking at the Gossip Stones, and they give me certain hints. And there's this distribution of hints that we use. Dude, I have a Epona song. Come on. So there's something called Way of the Hero. And every seed there will be 3 areas that are Way of the Hero, and that means there's something there that is absolutely required, at least logically, to beat the game. Sometimes it can be something that's like just, you know, bait, like the Lens of Truth, for example. You don't need the lens to jump across invisible platforms, but the game's logic expects it, so sometimes you can get like lens. But most of the time, Way of the Hero means there's something really, really important there. So Zora Hall saying is Way of the Hero this time, which means there's probably something good there. So I'll probably want to go to Zora Hall as soon as I get Zora Mask, just to see what the good item is there. Okay, I did the carrots completely wrong here, but it's fine. But yeah, you'll also get you also get 3 foolish areas, which means there's nothing there that is absolutely required. There's 6 checks that are like they're called always hints. Oh, come on, Epona. I can still win this. to like.
Oh, go,
Okay, we're fine.
Still got it.
Sometimes opponent's really dumb and doesn't want to jump the fence, but you can save it. But yeah, so the aliens. Ooh, I'm gonna have to remember, especially with Zora Hall Way of the Hero. I'm gonna have to remember that that's where the deed is. So I kind of hope that I get Zora Hall this cycle because those deeds reset every time you play Song of Time. So
Gotcha.
kind of hoping for Zora Mask pretty soon. But you also need Gora Mask to trade in the deed, so who knows? Oh wait, backwalking isn't any faster when you have Bunny Hood. But yeah, so like Aliens and Cremia, Dompe, the Boat Archery, and Butler, and the Spider Houses, those are always going to be hinted in every single seed. So I'm always gonna know if I have to do them. Whether they're required or not, who knows, but the hints will always tell me. So that's why I'm checking Gossip Stones, to know if I have to do anything that's like really annoying or out of the way. And then there's also... Go ahead.
Are there any Gossip Stones that are in any super, like, out-of-the-way locations?
Yep, absolutely. There's one that's locked by Ocean Title Deed. There's one that's in Swamp Spider House, so you normally only check it if Swamp Spider House is required, so... That's, that one's kind of a pain, but... Usually it's fine. There's always... Every hint is going to be in 2 locations, so... Unless they're both then really annoying. Okay, Ocean Spider House is Don Giro, which we don't need. That's another useless mask. That's good. Let's go do more minigames. This Bunny Hood, man.
So when you were first learning how to do Majora's, or Rando for this, were you good at these minigames already, or did you really have to kind of dig in and learn these things?
I mean, I had experience playing this game beforehand, especially for my run at Zeldathon Forces last year, the 100% run. I definitely had to learn these minigames, but it did take a while for me to get kind of good at them, but now I know the patterns and I'm able to do them pretty easily. Like there's going to be a Wolfos right here, there's going to be Gways here. Yeah, and the community has figured out like optimal ways to beat all these games.
Sure.
And then there's going to be another Gway right here. And then there's going to be a Wolfos spawning here. And then
that poor game runner is just like, what? No.
Stop doing this. Stop cheating.
Why?
Okay, 47 is a pretty good time for Swamp Archery for me. A lot of people will say anything less than a 50 is trash, but I'm happy with the 47. Oh, that's really good. Ooh. So I need a bottle. I need a bottle to heal the witch. So if I don't find a bottle, it's really annoying. Like going to Woods of Mystery is like kind of annoying to route because you don't want to double dip it. You don't want to have to go there without a bottle and not be able to clear everything. And the fact that there's a red potion there is even better because now I don't have to go back to Clocktown and buy a red potion.
It's
That's
a win-win.
just a heart piece up there, so I don't need to get that. And we'll check one more Tingle Man.
And so Tingle can be carrying some of the items you need to?
Absolutely, yeah.
What is the most important thing that you've seen Tingle carry?
Goron Mask.
Oh, true.
Wow.
When he has Goron Mask, it's like, oh, great. All right, cool. Guess I get this for free, basically.
I have this map, and I also have this mask that turns you into Large Man. What would you like?
I'll take the recovery heart, please.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Alright, so there's kind of a cool trick I can show coming up here. This is just like basic lily pad movement. But, so on day 2, so the Woods of Mystery is different every single day. It is a different path. On day 2, the witch goes into the woods. You'll notice there she is, like on top of the roof. So there's actually a trigger for her cutscene, like right here, that only activates if you're facing towards the house when you enter this area. So that's why I'm backwalking there, even though I have Bunny Hood on. But the actual key for her showing up in the woods is her rendering on the screen. So that's why I look at her and make sure she renders on the screen and then start backwalking. So I skip the cutscene, but she still goes into the woods. So she'll be in here. And that's important because she has a check. So we're going to see what that is. Yeah. Also, nothing on Boat Archery, which is good. I can mark that off. Ooh, dude,
That's a
Powder
question there, right?
keg.
Yeah.
that is one of the song items I mentioned earlier. Unfortunately, you can't use keg without Goron mask, so I'm not gonna get that yet.
You
It's
got it. You don't have to worry about it now.
Yeah, it's also really nice if you get keg day one because you can only get the song from keg on day one. So if you get both Goron mask and keg really early on, you can check that song right away. But the fact that keg was in a day 2 exclusive grotto means that it's just like really mean that they put it there.
Oh yeah,
Right.
because you lose it if you have to reset, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, not only that, but it's more so that the song is only accessible on day 1. So if you skip day over day 1, you have to wait an entire cycle before you can check it again. Ugh. What does this witch have? Silver rupee. I'll take that. Money's nice. Well, when is Shadow gonna play MMR? I mean, part of the intent of getting him on here was trying to sell him on this thing. So hopefully I win you over by the end of this.
You do realize that like you're gonna accomplish all this in probably what, like 3-ish hours? Is that right?
Probably, yeah.
For
The
the
3
first
is
seed?
usually like if a seed takes less than 3 hours, then I'm pretty happy most of the time. So that's usually like my preferred max finish time. Sometimes the seeds are really mean. I don't think this one's going to be too mean though. It seems like it's off to a fast start. So unless there's like one thing that's in a really annoying location, we should be good.
So what I'm hearing is what takes you 3 hours is probably gonna take me about 12.
I would say less than 12. Come on, man.
I'll just be
probably-
like, oh man, I still can't hit the Deku with the arrow. Come on.
I think you could finish this in about 6 hours. 6 hours seems like a healthy amount, unless it's like really annoying. So here, what we used to do is there's a cutscene that you can skip by talking to the witch and instantly going through the door, but we don't do that anymore because in the new version of Randomizer, this boat goes really fast. So now it's faster to just take this boat. Yeah, it's much faster than it is in vanilla. But we used to just leave the shop and get the reward and like leave the shop and then go our own way through this path. But now it's just faster to take the boat.
You're zooming.
Big zooming.
What do you do about that? Oh, I guess since you have the bow, you could handle it.
Yeah, you can just shoot. As long as you have a projectile, you can even do it with hookshot. You can do it with Zora fins. I'm kind of sad that I don't have a bomb bag because there's actually tech in this next area that I found, and I would have loved to show off, but because I don't have a bomb bag, I can't show it off. But that's fine.
Darn.
So remember how I said you only kind of need a Deku to get into Deku Palace?
Yeah.
You can just flip over the guards. I mean, I did it. I did it with Deku. You can do it as human too. So you don't hard need Deku here, but the game's logic will still expect it. So
Sure.
yeah.
Now, when you say that, is it one of those things where you could get yourself into the system could like fall apart trying to do it? Could you like soft crash yourself?
It's kind of hard to do that, but if you do stuff out of logic, like you just have to understand that there's certain like things that won't show up. But normally, it's pretty hard to like put yourself in a situation where you're locked out of doing the seed. So it's not a huge worry. Also, you can skip the second half of the maze by doing this, but I'm really bad at aiming hook shot, so it didn't end up being that fast. Yeah. Okay, so the first seed I ever did of this, and I want to remind you guys that I had experience playing MM before I started playing randomizers.
Mm-hmm.
But the first seed had something required and a check I didn't know existed. So it ended up taking me almost 5 hours to complete with experience of MM. Also, that all-night mask is really cool, but I can't check that till second cycle, so we'll have to come back and do that. Yeah, that was the all-night mask. Sorry, it sounded like you had a question?
Because yeah, I was to say, I have experience going through Majora's Mask 3D, and I at least understand that game well enough, but I have not even remotely gotten close to 100% played that game. So
there will be some
hard
things.
to run.
So one thing that is kind of useful that a lot of runners use is something called a tracker. And what it is basically a program that shows a big map of the world and little green squares for every single item that exists. And it'll only show up when you like click off the item. So that's what I've been clicking off on my screen. There's actually a second component to it that like will light up with green squares whenever I unlock things. So I just got the Bremen mask there. And as soon as I click on the Bremen mask on my tracker, a little green square is going to light up in the ranch saying I can do that check. Also, that's my chat's favorite check in the game is the lemons check, because the little birds look like lemons.
On the
So-
N64, they very
I'm
much look
excited.
like lemons. Bremen mask is best mask, so that's fine.
Alright, so again, having Deku is really nice because it just means I get to clear out most of the swamp in one fell swoop. And I don't have Sonata of Awakening, but I can just hit the owl and come back whenever I want. Also, this ledge is really glitchy, so I can do this a lot earlier. I can just clip up on top of the ledge.
Oh my
so-
gosh.
That's nuts.
I was like, oh, he's not even. Oh, never mind.
And that's Elegy of Emptiness, so that's going to be useful later, but right now it doesn't really serve us much purpose.
Can it be useful at all anywhere other than leading up to Stone Temple?
No, there's no use for Elegy anywhere else, unfortunately. But I mean, it's a required song, so I'm happy to get it.
Right. Better than a rupee. Got
Yep. The more required songs I get along the way, the less chance there is that I'll have to do the Zora eggs. And I really want Healing or Storms to be on Zora eggs, because that would be it's just one of the longest. It's the longest song check to do, so I'm just kind of hoping that I don't have to do it. But again, there's a 5 and 7 chance that it'll be required, so who knows. Also, this is little speedrun tech here. You don't have to do this, but I do because it just makes things a little bit faster.
Especially
ledge
that
is good.
with I was gonna say with like Song of Healing, you do need that for like for interacting with picking up 2 of the 3 math or 3 math actually.
So there's Mikau, there's Darmani, there is Pamela's father, and there's the Kamaro dancer. Where you get the Kamaro mask.
Yeah. Do they give their respective masks, or they do give you something randomized?
They will give you something randomized, and if they are required, then it's like that's why I say that like Song of Healing and Song of Storms are never hard required, but sometimes they will be if a check is locked behind it, and it all comes down to random chance. So
I'm just very curious what that cutscene looks like of like the Gibdo mask coming off of her father and just like you got 10 rupees.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, if I get both of those songs, I can show it off. But
Slap 10 rupees right off his face.
yeah, it's maybe not that explicit in the visuals, but it's still like it'll show the Gibdo mask, and then when you do the item get animation, it'll show what you actually got.
That makes an unfortunate amount of sense.
Yeah, I'm really sad.
Doesn't Akana being a foolish choice, does that mean that won't be anything?
Oh yeah, if Iconic Canyon's foolish, then Pamela's father is definitely nothing. So that's good to know. That's also the only check in the game that Storms is required, and you also need healing in order to do it. So Song of Storms is like pretty much the worst song in the game to get. But I mean, most of the time you're gonna come across it. So like, it's not like, oh, I got Song of Storms. It's just, well, guess I have to look for another song item.
Right.
Alright, so we're done with Woodfall here. There's not much else I can do right now. I can go to the north if I want to. I generally like to avoid going to the north until I have a Goron mask. So I'm going to try and hunt for it, but we may end up being forced to go to the north. But I'm going to make it day 3 because I have to check Honey Darling. And then I'm going to go to the ranch, because the ranch is open on day 3, so I can go do checks there. So, we'll do that. Alright, I'm actually going to do ranch first. I think this route's just a little bit better. So we'll get to see the Lemon March. Everybody's going to be happy.
Excellent.
Except for me, because it's such a slow check. But going to ranch is pretty good. It's because I don't have Goron mask. This is fine. If I had Goron mask, I'd want to put off going to ranch until cycle 2, because then I'd only have to go one time, just blow it up with the keg. But there's 5 hint stones here, so this is going to be really good for me. Let's see here. Okay, so Ranch Sister's defense is the aliens and then the Creamia cart ride. And neither of those were required items, so I'm good. I don't have to do that, thankfully.
Nice.
And that's, again, it's an always hint. It's always going to tell you that, oh, you don't have to do this.
Sorry, Circus Leader's mask.
Termina Field, Way of the Hero. Did I get anything in Termina Field yet? I can't remember. I'm trying to think. I don't think so.
Aware of?
I don't think so. Oh,
nothing of real use. Well,
Like
technically-
anything outside of the swamp.
the light arrows.
In
The
a
light
hole?
arrows were
light arrows were you got from the drop,
observatory,
right?
but yeah, the
Yeah,
observatory. But that's technically that counts as Termina Field, so that would fulfill that requirement.
Oh yeah, you also picked up the razor sword from one of the chests underneath.
So Way of the Hero means it's like hard required to beat the game, or at least something that the game's logic expects that you can't go without. Razor Sword is not something that will ever be Way of the Hero, so unfortunately that doesn't count. It's a nice to have, it's just not a required item. You can beat the entire game with just a single sword. I mean, I can. I don't know about you, Shadow, but
I feel called out, but also legitimately so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I love how you just like snuck your way on top of that shed
oh
there.
yeah, you're allowed to clip through one-way collision. I had to show that off. Milk Road is foolish. Okay, well that would have been nice to know before I cleared all the Milk Road checks. But anyway, here's lemons, and as you can see, they are indeed
They are so lemons.
lemons.
It's so cute.
Yeah, you know what to do, chat.
Lemon energy.
This is like the 1 second of the entire run that I wish I had game audio, because this is just, it's the best song of the whole game.
It is. And again, everybody really likes this check except for me, and the reason I don't like it is because it's really slow.
It's extremely slow, and then
Yeah.
sometimes they don't want to. The little chicks don't want to agree with you.
Sometimes
But
they
this
Why
Just
just
didn't it
hide.
work? I'm so mad. Sorry. I was trying to spam with the potatoes.
Wow.
Because we're potato.
Potato and lemons.
I don't know how I feel about that combo.
Spam this lemon
potato?
to support the Bremen.
True. Do you know that? Do you know the origin of Bremen? Do you know what
No.
Bremen is? So
No.
Bremen is a city in Germany, and there's a story about like dancing and like parading animals, dancing animals that went into a
Aw.
march, and yeah, that's kind of the backstory behind the mask.
Man, I only just now saw like how limited the animation for these lemons is. It's like 2 frames
Yeah.
of just like up down, up down.
Yep. I mean, game was made in the year 2000, so we can only fault them so much.
Lemons are evolving. Do 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 diddle diddle do.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Thanks for the sub, Coded Red. It's nothing. Someday we'll get a required lemons again. The last time I had required lemons was the or the side quest run that I did, so that was pretty funny.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so there's one more thing I need to do this cycle. The last thing I need to do is kill time for 10 p.m. and then midnight, because there's the Curiosity Shop. Normally he sells the all-night mask. Obviously that's randomized, but it only opens at 10 p.m. So I'm going to do this, which you can only do during the day, and then I'm going to immediately make it night 3, and it's going to make it so I'm just going to, pass as much time as possible until those two. And then the other thing is the toilet hand at midnight. I need to do that as well. Also, if you enter this on day 3 as Deku, it reduces the number of targets on the wall. So now I have to hit half the targets that you normally would.
That's
Why
extremely handy, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I'm going to make it night 3 basically immediately. I'm just going to do whatever I want, kill time for 10 p.m. So I think I'm looking at Zora Cape at this point. I think, well, not Zora Cape, but just the West in general, I think is probably a good idea at this point. Perfect.
Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. How's it going?
Since you have the all-night mask, would you be able to check those checks right
No,
away?
you can't check all-night mask checks until you can only check them on day 1 and 2. Otherwise, because the grandma doesn't read you stories on day 3.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Remind me again what the checks are for the all-night mask. What do you get from it?
They're both heart pieces.
Like where do you take it normally?
Oh, you the grandma who's reading stories in the inn, you wear the all-night mask, and then the stories you don't fall asleep, and she'll like ask you a question and gives you a heart piece.
Gotcha.
So I'll do that next cycle. But I got the all-night mask like night day 2, which is like the absolute like worst time I could have gotten it, because it's right after where the cutoff is.
Gotcha.
It's a heart piece, and I got the room key earlier, so I'm gonna check that as well. Which is this one.
Normally it would be 100 rupees.
This is just 100 rupees.
And it's another piece of heart.
Alright. Alright, so again, I just want to kill time here for midnight, so I'm gonna do a couple things to save time. Also, I want bombs here. There's a couple things that... Go ahead.
I was to say, what is the least exciting item you can get?
The least exciting item you can get that's like actually a required item?
Yeah.
Well, one of the song items, because they only really unlock song items. I mean, normally you're pretty happy if you get a song item, but what would be an annoying one? I guess Cafe Mask is pretty unexciting because those checks are all really annoying. Ice arrows are needed to clear Great Bay Temple and nothing else, so... I mean, again, it's hard to say, because, like, I'm usually happy to see ice arrows, because they usually, like, evade me, but... I don't know. It's hard to say.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know what my honest answer would be to that question. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go to the west now. And we're gonna see what we can do there. There's only a couple things I can do there, but it should kill more than enough time until midnight so I can go and check both of those last two things. Again, Curiosity Shop and Toilet Hand is all I'm really concerned with, so... And generally I want my first cycle to take about an hour, so I think I'm on pace to hit that pretty on the nose, I think, actually, looking at my timer. I know you can't see anything here, but I can hookshot the chest. Normally you use the Deku Flower to get up there. It's another bomb bag.
That's so
cool, I
good.
guess. Yeah.
Are the bomb bags progressive?
Yeah, they are. They used to not be, but now they are. Oh my god, Eric. The other Eric. Good tweet. Love it. Everyone go check twitter.com/shadow_temple and look at the amazing tweet he made yesterday. Big fan. Big fan.
Hey, you know how long it took me to make that tweet?
I'm going to guess 30 seconds.
Approximately 30 seconds. It was that, yeah. No, recordings are weird when it comes to Minecraft.
Big chungus.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, one of the recording assistants that I work with uses that for their model all the time, and they just wander up behind players, and then just you turn around and Chungus is there.
There you go.
Every time.
That's amazing.
It's miserable.
All right, so there's another heart piece you can get in the Great Bay Lab, where you have to feed a bunch of fish to like the fish in the tank, and they'll like get bigger, and then one of them eats the other. And normally it's really annoying because you have to. Ooh, FD's pretty nice. Again, a nice to have item, but I'll always be happy to see Fierce DD Mask. But yeah, you feed the fish like 6 fish, and it grows bigger and eats the other one. This one, it's been a bit adjusted, so you only need to feed 1 fish. That's pretty nice. And that's why I grabbed the fish in that grotto there. And it's looking like my in-game time is going to be good. I'm going to go to Zora Cape and check some of the hookshot chests there. On the way to the Beavers check, but we know that Beavers is nothing because of the Hintstone, so I'm not going to check that one. One of my top 3 favorite pastas, fettuccine, pine, and linguine would be my top 3.
What are your bottom 3 pastas?
Coffee would be my bottom.
Alphagetti, Chef Boyardee, and I don't know what my third one would be. Those ones are pretty bad.
Those are generally pretty bad.
Alright, so yeah, we just need to feed 1 fish, and then this fish is going to grow much larger and just eat the other fish.
Oh no.
There he is. He's a big boy now. That is Pendant of Memories. That is completely useless. Again, Cafe and Anju check is turned off in these settings, so we never have to worry about that.
Oh.
I actually do want bombs here. Ugh, that's annoying. If I want to keep Bunny Hood on, it's going to be... Actually, I can just equip bombs after I hit Tingle. This is the last tingle check in the game. These are, you only need to check for the different tingles and you'll get every item. And we don't need either of those, so thanks for nothing, I guess. Useless tingles across the board. Real cool. Real cool, buddy. So now it's 10, so I don't have to wait that much longer. But I still need to kill a little bit of time, so there's a couple more things I can check over in Cape. And then we'll check the last 2 things in Clocktown, we'll reset, and we'll be on our merry way in the second cycle. And the only place I haven't checked yet really is the north, so I guess I'm pretty much required to go there without a Goron mask, unless I find it here.
Here's to helping.
Boom.
What's inside?
Goron mask in Lens Cave would be really annoying.
Come on.
Bro, please. Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's okay. The worst place that Goron Mask could be would be the Great Bay Coast Ledge. Just because it's probably going to be the last place I look, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, we just have a couple more things. And I think my time of day is going to work out really, really well here.
No beaver races, right?
No beavers. Well, we don't even have Zora Mask, so even if we could do it...
Oh, that's true, yeah. That wouldn't go too well.
Or like, even if it was required, I wouldn't be able to do it right now, yeah. Okay, no Ocean Spider House. We know that already. Alright, so there's some trees up here. Oh, I could... Oh! Not used to having the bunny hood all the time, so I just slipped off, yeah. There's
Full speed!
There's a cool property I can show off with Hookshot after this chest. But essentially the way that fall damage works in this game is that it looks at your starting height versus your finishing height. It doesn't care about how high you go up. It just cares like what the height is when you jumped off and what your height is at the end. So if I hookshot this tree, which is lower than the platform I'm on, I take fall damage. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty dang handy.
Yeah. Just to kind of show off one of the, I guess, edge cases that exist in this game. Again, made in 2000, so you can't fault them too much, but kind of neat that that happens. And there are ways to circumvent it. Ooh, that's a good item.
Ooh.
That's really, really good.
That's one of those song items, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So now I can check the Egos in Icona once I get access to it, and I missed the light arrow. So I can't get this item yet because I can't go underwater without Zora Mask, but I can look at what it is. And it's Recovery Heart, so I don't need to go back and get that.
Nice.
So I'm completely done. I'm completely done with this side of Cape. I don't need to do anything else here.
Cool.
Hey.
Alright, so like 2 more things we have to do in Clocktown, and then we're just going to reset.
And what are those 2 things?
First thing is take a look at what's in the Curiosity Shop.
Oh, because it's night and all
Yeah.
that jazz.
Yep. And it's going to be sold for 500 rupees, so I can't get it unless I find another wall upgrade, but I'm hoping that it's nothing. Fingers crossed. It's Bomb Chew. We don't need that.
Cool.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's deposit. I don't have a reason to deposit here, but just in case I'm like low on money later in the game, it's just a fine thing to do. But I'm probably not going to be strapped for anything. So
You're a rich
let's,
little potato, aren't you?
let's go ahead and check the Mr. Hand. Again.
Come on, Mr. Hand.
What do you have for me? And we got a Milk Road Foolish, so we know that the Mountain Title Deed specifically is not going to unlock anything, so I don't need to worry about getting that again and checking Zora Hall. This does not exclude like general paper, so this check could still be something, and it's nothing. So unfortunate, but whatever. We will reset the cycle.
Worth a look.
We have done everything we need to do now. So we're actually approaching a little bit of a bottleneck here. Hi, Chillmax. How's it going? Kind of a bottleneck here because I have to check the north without a Goron mask, which is kind of annoying. There's a couple checks up there. If there's nothing there, I can check the grandma stories that I mentioned earlier. And then I can check. There's one graveyard there's one grotto in the graveyard that's like really out of the way, and then there's one on Great Bay Coast Ledge, and that's it. So there's 2 really out of the way checks that I'm hoping my progression isn't on, but other than that, it should be fine. Potato. Ah, yes, your potato. Why were you named this way? Alright. Let's go to the north. There's one thing I need to do first. I need to farm for bombs and arrows, but that shouldn't be too hard, I hope. Oh, Len, how's it going? Why don't everybody... We're about an hour in now. Why don't everybody reintroduce themselves and say what you're doing here?
Sure, yeah. So, hi, I'm Shadow Temple. I've been placed here because Jamie wants me to do this at some point, and I'm going to fail miserably at it, but I will have a fun time doing so. I am a newcomer to Majora's Mask Rando, so I am just asking very silly, useless questions from a complete layperson's perspective.
Very, very good beginner questions. Don't put yourself down too much.
What is this video game?
This is Mario Brothers.
Whoa. No way.
Look, I'm wearing red.
I can go next. I'm
Yeah.
Zekulina. I am a friend of Vidya's, and
Wow.
we used to be roommates, and I always like to watch his streams because it makes me feel like I still live with him and I'm hanging out with him.
Aww.
Stop it.
It's true though.
I miss you, Lena.
I miss you too. And I miss Kelly.
I miss Kelly too. And they were roommates.
Aww. Hi y'all, I'm Danny Music. I am A Link to the Past randomizer veteran learning Majora's Mask randomizer now, and I also used to live in the same city as Vidya.
And Danny has the distinction of being the longest friend out of any of you here. Like, I've known him for a super long time, so we go back.
Yes, we go way back.
Like
Is that a
10
Mario
years
Paint
or something.
connection?
Yeah.
Yep, that's a Mario Paint connection.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's this check here, which I can only get... That's why I withdrew 100 rupees earlier. It's the day 1 smithy check. They'll be like, we can upgrade your sword, and it's just a random item. So, give 100 rupees. We'll come back day 2. I'm going to chain it with the grandma stories, because the second story takes an entire day. So, it's just going to work out for routing.
Leolite, for me, it would absolutely be harder for me to learn this than to learn how to play the clarinet to a factory level.
I think I can see that comparison. Kelly speaks the truth. It's I actually forgot to do something. I'm gonna have to come back. We have to go back. Oh, but this is a good time to show off one of the jokes I have for Randomizer. I hope you guys are ready.
What was that?
So we need to get a Scarecrow song here. You know what my Scarecrow song is?
Oh, I think I know.
I think you
Maybe?
might be on to something. You might be
Maybe?
on to something.
Maybe?
I know you couldn't hear it, but yeah. It's
Just the first 4 notes twice.
the first 4 notes of Megalovania. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the part where everybody in the chat posts lull, by the way. Yeah, that's in my PowerPoint. No, you did it wrong. You guys are doing it wrong. You're not following the script.
I got it. I'm doing it, right?
Yeah, you did it perfectly.
Yeah, I knew it, dude.
Listen, farming lulls have never been easier. All you have to do is hot Undertale meme. And that's a throwback to yesterday's stream on the Zeldathon channel, which is Meg's playing through Undertale. So there's a grotto up there, up that ramp, which normally you need Goron to get up to. But I'm gonna take care of this jerk. There is a Scarecrow up here that I can hookshot, so that's why I got the Scarecrow song. So If Goron is up in that grotto, then this is going to be really good, because Scarecrow's the only way you can get up there otherwise. There we go. I'm actually getting pretty close to go mode. At this point, the items I need, obviously I need Goron Zora mask, I need ice arrows, I'm going to need one of Garo and Gibdo mask, and I'm going to maybe need Captain's hat. I don't know yet. But we'll see, we'll see. Wow, that would have been useful for the smithy, but whatever.
So if you have the sharp sword, by the way, you can bring that to the smithy and just, assuming you have gold dust, you could get it done.
No, you just need the gold dust. You don't need the sword.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot you. Yeah.
Yeah. In randomizer, I mean, it's a randomizer thing. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
They made it life easier. Got it.
Because they just give you a random item, so it'd be weird to expect a sword. Also, it should be mentioned that the Razor Sword doesn't break in this game if you get it in Picto.
Oh, that's also.
Oh, that's pretty handy.
That's especially handy because Tingle's like right here. So we're gonna go just get a quick photo of him, and then we'll check that later. All right, buddy. Say cheese.
Cool.
Cheese?
Yep. So we know that in order for a Tingle photo to be accepted, you need to have like the tip of Tingle's hat in the photo. That's like the only thing that it actually looks for. So that's something important to just keep in mind. All right, and this guy sells something to Goron for 200 rupees, but you can see what it is. Recovery heart, we don't need it. You can only see what it is as Deku or Goron.
It's an expensive recovery heart.
Yeah. It's really funny when he has, sometimes he'll have Swamp Title Deed, which is what you need to trade to him for him to leave. So it's like, why do you...
Great.
Yeah, you just give it back to him. Don't need no stupid owl.
I'm watching this and just getting anxiety from you jumping in on invisible platforms.
That's not, you can obviously, you can still talk to the owl, but that's more just my speedrun knowledge coming in handy there than anything else. And the path for that changes every day too, so I know the paths for day 1 and 3. I haven't learned day 2 yet, but maybe someday.
I know it changes.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things that change every day. There's Gibdo Mask.
Gibdo.
That is good to have, for
Gibdo.
sure. That is definitely going to end up being required. And that puts a couple more things into logic. So I think I might go do Secret Shrine right now. Because that is like 5 checks in a relatively dense area, which is really good for MM. And I can do a bunch of stuff along the way. So even though it might not end up being required, it's still probably a good thing to do. But let's go do Grandma Stories first. See what she has to offer for us.
And for these stories, is it always the same answers?
Yeah. So I'll show you how you do it. So, Andrew, how's it going? So you get the short story, which is the 2-hour one. Wow, the Carnival of Time, mashing through. No time to read that. I'm sure you'll want to voice act it, but you know. And so for that, you just say on the eve of the festival, and you get, big sword. That's going to be really helpful, because I'm about to go to Secret Shrine.
Yeah.
And for the second story, make sure you don't mash through after the story card goes away. You need to press the first text, and then you need to select, I don't know. And you get a red.
I don't know.
Okay, so that's those. And now let's go up to Icona.
That one messed me up so mad. That one made me so mad casually.
Yeah, because if you give the wrong answer, she's like, "Oh, well, I'm glad you listened," and then just you get nothing for it.
You say, I don't know. It's like, oh, I'm glad you listened, and then you get something.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. So we got Great Fairy Sword, which is the strongest sword in the game, and we have Fierce Deity Mask, so that's going to be really useful for bosses. So I'll show you how to get through Secret Shrine really fast.
Why do I not know about the Great Fairy Sword? I have no recollection of that.
It is the reward for getting all the stray fairies in Stone Tower Temple. Yeah,
okay.
which is very annoying to do, because
Yep. Yep, definitely never did that.
You need to, not only do you need to like, because you need to get stray fairies on both sides of the temple, like you need to flip it upside down and then you need to flip it back over after you've done stuff in the inverted side and it'll, oh no, okay, so what happened there was the bomb shoes exploded and hit the gossip stone, which makes it shoot up into the air, so I can't actually check what that is until I reload the area. So that's just really annoying, unfortunate. What's up, Dompe? How you doing, bud? Good to see you.
It's not worth the 5 seconds of reloading the space by heading back.
Well, what happens is if you use a bomb on the gossip stone, it'll like shoot off like a rocket and it'll be gone.
Right.
Yeah.
But you mean like you can't just like leave that space and come back and it's not there again?
Well, yeah, you can, but I need to go check this chest anyway, so it just routes better to... Yeah.
You'll do it on the way.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go grab sticks just in case I need them later. Alright. It's interesting, one of the top runners in the MMR tournament competitive scene, his tag is I don't know. So, it's like, yeah. But yeah, I can talk about the tournament, I guess, a little bit after I read this hint stone here. Oh, please don't explode at me, bomb shoes. Okay. Con a cat, candy is foolish. Alright, watch this.
It's building. And lift off.
And it's gone. And it's gone.
Goodbye, my people need me.
Yeah, so I started playing MMR in July of last year because they announced season 1 of the tournament racing scene. And so the way it worked is that there was like 12 different qualifier races that you could enter and race, and you get points for how well you do.
Sure.
And the top 24 placers at the end of the qualifiers get entered into a bracket. So I was like, you know what, that sounds like fun. I've played MM before, I might as well give it a shot and see how well I can do. And I somehow, miraculously, with no prior experience in MMR, somehow made it in the last possible seed, 24th seed, and I got to take part in the actual tournament, which was a lot of fun. I'm really glad I got to do that, and I mean, I've only been getting better ever since, so it's been a lot of fun. Racing this game is a lot of fun with, and I made a lot of friends through it too, so.
Are you then going to be looking to do that more in the future?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Season 2, I'm
yeah.
coming back. I'm coming back, dude. Season 2, I'm going to be a completely different beast. Right now, I'm kind of focusing my efforts on running glitchless, but once Season 2 gets announced, I'm probably going to go full rando mode.
Sweet.
Alright, so let's talk about logic again. Normally, you're supposed to use the ice arrows to freeze these guys and get across to shoot the tree with a hook shot. But if you do a very precise hook shot, these guys are going to be annoying, but you do a very precise hook shot here, and you can hit this tree.
Barely get around that corner. Ooh, boy. Yeah,
And
there
so,
you go.
This is not expected for you to do in logic. So everything past this point, I need ice arrows for it to be logically required. And I'm still looking for ice arrows, so I can basically go off the assumption that nothing up on this like ridge of Icona is going to be necessary until I get ice arrows. However, I can grab the song, and I'm going to go grab the song just because it's faster to do it right now, and it helps me narrow down if I need to do eggs or not. So I'm going to check the Icona song right now. And after that, I'm going to go back and do Secret Shine, which is in logic because it's before the Ice Arrow Ridge, so I can still do it. And yeah, hitting the owl statue is really nice, so I don't have to go all the way through Clock Down up to Icona again. I can check that right there. That's a red rupee. I'm going to check the chest and well as well, just because I'm here. I might as well.
Well then.
That was not... Okay, come on, guys. Hey! Alright, so the Egos fight is pretty easy, especially when you have Great Fairy Sword. They die extremely quickly, so...
Can you use light arrows on them, like, to knock them down, or do you have to...
No, you need to use the Mirror Shield. The light arrows will only, like, kind of damage them a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah, but the Mirror Shield, that's why the Mirror Shield is required for the song. Again, this song could not be required. This could be Healing or Storms, and if those songs aren't required to beat the game, then doing this is completely useless, and I never needed Mirror Shield in the first place. But again, I want to know if Eggs is required, so I'm going to check this anyway.
Oh, did they get rid of all the cutscenes for random purposes?
Yeah, there are a lot of cutscenes that have been removed.
Gotcha.
Ego's feet.
Okay.
Yes, I got the feet. Yeah, he kicks you if you walk up to him while he's sitting down.
Give him the big smack. There you go.
And it's Lullaby. Okay, that's good. That's a
Ooh.
required song. Alright, so let's go check the Mirror Shield chest and then get out of here, because this is all out of logic right now. So that actually gives me a lot of information too. I know that you need ice arrows in order to get Lullaby. So anything that's locked behind Lullaby, aka Snowhead Temple, is not going to have ice arrows. So that's like a nice little bit of information I have.
That is handy.
Alright, so I'm really glad I grabbed the stick earlier, because I don't have enough magic to light all these torches with fire arrows, so I did something smart. And didn't even realize it.
That's the only time I do smart things.
Indeed. There we go.
Come on, something good.
Something good that...
Gosh, skipping all that Gindok talk.
Yeah.
So
I might
good.
have to go... Ooh, it's Chateau Romani.
In a bottle.
That's infinite magic. Yeah, it's also another bottle, which is good.
Yeah.
So that's actually another really good thing for Secret Shrine. Because now I don't have to worry about magic at all.
That is handy.
Yeah. So let's... we need arrows equipped, GFS, and let's drink some Chateau. Delicious.
Super milk.
And now I have infinite magic until I play Song of Time, which is good. And I'm going to restock on a couple of these things. Let's go to Secret Shrine. And remember,
Yeah.
Iconic Canyon is foolish here, so I don't actually have to do anything. Even if it was in logic, I don't have to do anything in the canyon. Secret Shrine is considered its own region, though, so I'm going to go check it. Yeah, this is a lot better when you have Zora, by the way. There's a grotto here, but again, foolish Iconic Canyon, so we don't need to check it.
So you just wander right on past.
Yeah, indeed. Alright, so let's go ahead and take care of this. So you need light arrows in order to check this. And it's 5 checks, it's 1 for every boss, so I'm hoping I get something good here. I'm hoping at least one thing is required. I just remembered, I have another mask that I didn't mark on my tracker, and I've been able to check for a while, so I'm going to have to go check that when I go back to Clocktown, but it's fine. It's the Keaton mask. Completely forgot about that. We'll do the Keaton quiz later.
I guess you could also mark the bunny hood.
Yeah, I guess. It's probably
Not that it
good.
matters.
Yeah. I'm really bad at marking stuff on my tracker that actually, you know, it doesn't matter, but it's fine.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, Danny knows. Alright, so there's only a couple things left I can do after this, so I'm hoping there's something here. And I mean, 5 checks. Generally, you want to rush density as much as you can. So if there's a lot of things in one area, you want to do it as soon as possible. So like, when you get Zora, Pirate's Fortress is great. Pirate's Fortress has 12 checks, which is, for MM, that's insane.
It's just, yeah, because there's so many chests inside the
Yeah,
fortress. right?
exactly. So there's a quick kill you can do on Wizrobe. Like after you get him down to half health, he'll do like a little cutscene. But you can skip it if you hit him at the right frame. But if you do it in this area, it's soft lock. So I have to watch this cutscene here. Every other Wizrobe fight, if I have to do them, I can do the quick kill if I wanted to. That's fine. He goes down pretty fast with Great Fairy Sword, so I don't need to worry too much about it.
I'll be back in just a moment. I'm
Yeah, no
going
worries.
to steal the Pasta Dude moniker and go grab my pasta.
Nice. Love it. Love to hear it. Ooh. That could be required. That's a single check, though, so we'll have to see. Alright, here comes the Wart fight. This fight's kind of annoying, but there is a quick kill that exists with bombs and Great Fairy Sword, so I'll see if I can do it. Thank you. Yeah, I don't want to warp to Mountain Village from Secret Shrine because that'll soft lock. So I'll warp back to Clocktown and do the 2 things I have to check there, and then I'll go to Mountain Village.
What's the danger of soft locking? What could potentially cause that?
Sorry, I needed to count there.
Oh, sorry.
If you soar from Secret Shrine to Mountain Village, the game will soft lock.
That's... why?
I don't know. It's a bug in the randomizer that we haven't figured out why it happens yet.
Man. Okay, that's good to know, though.
Alright, so here's the quick kill I can do. There we go, got it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not an RNG soft lock, it's just a weird thing that happens. I think it's exclusive to Rando, but I'm not sure. Need to equip this again for Garo Master. Actually, I don't even need arrows. There's a quick kill you can do on Garo Master if you have ice arrows, but I don't, so rip me. Fine. Still goes down pretty fast.
Nice.
Again, Great Fairy Sword makes this really easy. That was a really good find to have. Yeah, Monica, you have lots of time. You're fine. We're still going to be going for a little bit. Oh no! Bomber's Notebook! Bomber's Notebook, all it does is it makes it so after you talk to certain NPCs, an extra text box pops up. So it's literally just time lost the item.
Nice.
So, yeah, it sucks.
Just what I wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
More text boxes. Free
That's
time
the-
loss.
That's the
Stuff
Majora's
doesn't go-
Mask Rando equivalent of the ice trap.
Yeah. There is actually in this version of Randomizer, there's certain settings that you can play. You can play with ice traps, even though there aren't any ice traps in vanilla. All right, so we're gonna go check 2 things in Clocktown here, and then we'll go back to Mountain Village and check the smithy. So this and this. If the Keaton mask ends up being important, I'm gonna be really sad because I could have gotten that a long time ago, but it's fine. Mid-game bottlenecks are not that bad. Yes. Okay. Cool. So we got Zora Mask from Secret Shrine, which is really good.
Nice.
So that Secret Shrine play definitely paid off. But let's do the Keaton quiz just for fun. Tingle is right-handed. I know the answer to these questions. I've memorized them over time. She calls you Grasshopper.
Gosh, I love you have to memorize.
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Trivia.
Tingle's magic words. Tingle, tingle, cuckoo, tingle, Rama, right? And that's what he says.
Seems legit.
Yep. Professional Rue of... Oh man.
I don't think
Noki?
I've ever had Noki.
It's
Like,
pretty good. I like it.
I just googled it and it sounds like it's something I would like, but I don't think I've ever eaten it.
I don't know. It's good. It's like fluffy pasta. Okay, nothing on the Keaton, man.
I'd be down to, if someone had a recipe, I'd be down to try it though.
Ooh. Hit
Yeah,
Lena
I'm a
up.
fan.
What?
I said hit Lena up if you have
Oh,
a
yeah.
recipe.
I thought you said hey Lena. And I thought you had one. I was like, ooh.
No. No. But I've had gnocchi before and it's pretty good. Big old chewy pasta. It's like potato pasta.
Or is it hard to make? Would it be hard to make?
I mean, you can just buy it packaged and cook it. It's not that bad. If you want to hand make it, it's probably not that easy, but
Yeah, I was gonna say. Maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew.
pre-made though is pretty easy. Super easy to make, apparently.
Yeah. Well, I really like Farm Boy is a grocery store that would probably have good stuff, so maybe I'll check there the next time. Because they have like a section of pasta-esque stuff.
Yep.
And their Alfredo sauce was $8.
Oh
GB.
my god.
$8 for Alfredo sauce.
Alright, here's Lazora. Tomorrow? Oh, we can check that right
Whoa.
now. We can check that immediately. Let's go do that. Alright, so all we're missing for Go mode now is potentially Captain's Hat, Ice Arrows, and Goron Mask. We have everything else, so 2, maybe 3 items from Go mode. And we have Zora Hallway of the Hero, so I'm gonna go check that like right away.
Heck yeah.
But I mean, this just routes better, so I'm gonna do this on the way. Get a little dance, and I get a water break.
The way that mask just removes your face is so
Very
creepy to me.
Very odd.
Super unsettling.
I don't like it. Oh man,
Now you have to
we're
do another water
hydrating.
break.
Yeah. Ooh, spin attack, okay. Not required, but fine. I'll take it, I guess. Alright, so I really do want to check Zora Hall. And I'm guessing Goron Mask is going to be there. But as it stands, there's one smithy check I need to check before day 3. So I'm going to go check this really quick, and then I promise I will go to Zora Hall, which is actual Way of the Hero.
What else could it be if it wasn't Goron's mask?
It could be Ice Arrows, and it could be Captain's Hat, or it could be something that leads to either of those. Oh no! Oh no, not the Romani Mask, no! Not what I want to see at all. Romani Mask is good for the sound check, which is the milk bar check. But you need Goron Mask for that, so we're gonna cross our fingers that it's not required. It's just a really slow and annoying check.
Fair enough.
We'll go Zora Hall, and then we'll go do Pirate's Fortress, because that's literally the only location I have left in the game other than Tingle Photo. So Tingle Photo will be our last location, but hoping that it's not required. Alright, so there's one thing I wasn't able to check in Cape earlier. It was this underwater chest here.
All right, I've upgraded from random Twitch streamer to official new pasta dude.
Oh man, Neo Pasta Dude is here.
Think of the possibilities.
I'm out of a job.
Well, we can ask Shadow about his professional review of Noki as well.
Yeah. How do you feel about Noki?
Depends on how it's cooked, honestly.
Ooh, that's fair.
How would you prefer it be cooked?
So there are kind of 2 ways that I find gnocchi. Number 1, which is how is ideal, is like lightly toasted gnocchi. We get a little bit of that char on there. It's delicious. The way not to do gnocchi is how they do it at the Italian restaurant near Zeldathon, where they just kind of like take some vaguely potato things and then they just let it like soak in olive oil and call it a day. It's not very good. There's your official pasta dude.
Also, yeah.
Play. Oh yeah, what's up?
Danny said possibilities, and I feel like we all just ignored that. Kelly noticed it.
Kelly
was,
noticed.
yeah.
Thank you,
That was
Kelly.
good. That was a good one.
I had a sensible chuckle behind the scenes.
All right. So we have Zora Hall, Way of the Hero, but we have to remember that Milk Road was foolish. So I'm gonna check this just to be sure. It's nothing, but I'm pretty confident that there's nothing up on this ledge, and indeed there's nothing. So instead we have the leader of the Indiegogos. His name is Evan, the pianist, and we have to play a song for him. And this is going to be our Way of the Hero, guaranteed, because there's nothing else in Zora Hall. And the song goes like this. Guys, I said pianist, like a person who plays piano. Get your minds out of the gutter.
Yeah, they play piano, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. And
Gotta say, I
he gives
love-
us... Oh
Hey.
no, Lens. Remember how I said earlier, Lens can
that's
be...
unfortunate.
Yeah, Lens can be bait Way of the Hero. But there is one thing I can check that requires lens, but I need to go buy a red potion in order to check that. Yeah, the peenness. He eats peen pasta. That is correct. Alright, so we're gonna go check Shiro now, which you need lens for, and I need to go buy a red potion, and we're gonna hope that that is something, and if not, then either that lens is bait, or it is, it's for, like, Darmani or something. Oh yeah, by the way, Shadow Temple, you missed, we found Zora Mask through Secret Shrine, so
Ooh.
we're on our way. We can go do Pirate's Fortress now, but,
Kind of blasting through this.
yeah. We just need 2, maybe 3 items left, and we're in go mode. And we haven't even cleared a temple yet.
I say, so explain that concept. You keep saying go mode. I assume that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
like you start activating yourself in the game instead of just like searching for items. You actively try to beat it.
Once you hit go mode, it means you have all the items necessary to beat the game. You know you don't have to check anything else. You just have to finish up all the temples, and then you will be done with the game. So it's
Are you
it's
hoping to hit go mode before you start doing temples, or is that usually not the case?
kind of depends. It depends on the randomizer. If you look at Link to the Past rando, for example, or Ocarina of Time, you definitely want to do your dungeons as soon as they are in logic, or as soon as you're able to do them, essentially. MM is not like that because the temples are not very dense. MM is a lot more overworld dense, so if you can avoid doing temples as long as you can, that's a good thing. Okay, so it's not Shiro, so that lens is something else. Anyway, let's go do Pirate's Fortress. I'll stop putting on. But yeah, you do get a song for clearing the first temple. Well, I should say, like, whatever temple you end up clearing first, you get a song for. So you want to prioritize clearing your first temple as soon as possible. The problem is I don't have access to any of the temples right now, so even if I wanted to, I can't do them. The 2 temple songs that I have are Lullaby and Elegy, and both of those temples you need to have Goron Mask in order to access them, so even if I wanted to, I can't go to any temples right now. But yeah, kind of a roundabout way to answer your question, but yeah, generally clearing one temple is good. Past that, it's not that important. It's a red rupee up there. You can peek it by doing that little roll. Path the Snowhead Way of the Hero. That would explain the Lens Way of the Hero, because there's an item there that requires lens, at least in logic. But you need Goron as well, so Goron Mask is still out there, which means we might be in go mode once we find Goron Mask.
Are you thinking it might be Pirate's Fortress at this point?
Yeah, Pirate's Fortress is like the only thing. There's only a couple things I have left to check. It's Pirate's Fortress, and then there's Tingle Photo, and then there's Pinnacle Rock. And that's it. So I'm really hoping it's one of the checks in Pirate's Fortress, but if it isn't, then I'll be sad. But I don't have Goron Mask, so I can't check sewers, but there's still like 9 checks I can do here, so this is a very, very dense area now that I have Zora Mask.
Are you going to be grabbing the eggs as well?
Yeah, I will be, just because you might as well. I'm going to Pinnacle Rock as well, so...
Gotcha.
Now, when you go mode, how long does that usually take you?
It depends on how many temples I have had cleared. Probably anywhere from like... I say that each temple on average takes me 10 minutes to finish. So probably between 30 and 40 minutes, depending on what else I have to do. Sometimes you'll still have to do like Zora eggs, even though you know, like, you'll know the song is required. But you just have to go and do eggs and not do any more checks, so that adds some time. So again, it just really depends on where the songs are and what you've been doing.
Do you think you'll be able to finish the game this cycle?
Maybe, I don't know. If I find Goron Mask, like, right now, then probably yes. But I might have to reset. It's hard to say at this point. Anyway, we can skip over sewers if we have hookshot. We can just get over here, and then we're in Pirate's Fortress.
Done and done.
Yep. Alright, so there's a bit of movement I can do in this next room over here in order to kind of skip over. If I mess up the movement, then I risk getting caught, but we'll see how it goes.
This question's a little bit in the weeds, but I know in the 3DS version, the guy who you find using the stone mask is at the bottom of that ladder.
Yeah.
Where is he in the original?
I just checked him, actually, before I came here.
Oh.
When I gave him the red potion. Yeah, it's the same guy. Over in the road to Icona.
I did not pick up on that. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Also, that movement was really sick.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's again, that's just my glitchless knowledge coming in handy there. Just the movement you can do to skip over that pirate. What's in this chest? What do we have? Nothing.
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 I
That's
love
pretty
nothing.
nice.
Yep. So that pirate fight I just did there, that's actually the only pirate fight you can't skip. You can skip the other 2 pirate fights in Pirate's Fortress, and I'll show how to do that right now. It's not the best angle in the world, but whatever. Again, backwalking is just much faster if you don't have bunny head.
The Gerudo the pirates do not seem to care too much either way.
Yeah, there's a lot of blind spots in the interior, so it's not a big deal. See what this chest is. It is... nothing again.
Lots of red rupees.
Yeah, there are a lot of red
That's
rupees
pretty
inside.
nice.
Indeed. Also, so this is how you skip one of the pirates' fights. Just do a jump / recoil and you're down here. Isn't that cool?
Nice.
Yeah, we don't have ice traps in the standard rule set, so we won't see any here, but you can play them if you want. You can customize a lot of things about MMR with the program. Alright, another nothing. It's Garo Mask. That's
Garo.
useless. That is completely useless right now.
Oh man.
Aw, jeez.
Because they already have the Gibdo.
Yeah, exactly. Garo is only useful if Gibdo is in Icona or locked by something in Icona. Alright, so if I had Stone Mask, I could do a really cool strat for the next room, where you have to shoot down the beehive. You can actually skip doing this right here, and you can shoot the beehive from the other room, but you need Stone Mask in order to do it, so unfortunately, it's not possible. So I just have to do this the normal way, unfortunately. Alright, so not the best Pirate's Fortress so far. Closest thing we've had to something useful is the Blast Mask, which not exactly useful when you already have bombs, so we'll see. Maybe this will be Goro Mask? It's... Oh my god! Ooh,
But,
okay.
another bottle. That's pretty nice, right?
It's another bottle, but I can't use that during this trip to Pirate's Fortress. That is really, really good timing, because it's about to be day 3. I am worried about my time of day, though, because once it gets day 3, that gold dust is not usable. So that's really convenient that I found it at like 4:40 a.m. before the cutoff for gold dust is, so...
That's clutch.
Yeah.
What's the cutoff exactly? Is it 6?
The cutoff is, yeah, 6 a.m. So that's why I inverted, so I have enough time to do this next set of things. And I'm gonna have to Picto as well. Alright, so there's a bit of a... kind of a tricky jump I can do here to skip over another pirate fight. Yeah, there we go.